Bonjour et bienvenue. Hello and welcome to Straight Through the channel. I am finally taking the time to do another video for the French through literature series. And today we will be reading one of Charles Baudelaire's poems. Baudelaire was a poet and art critic who, not unlike many other artists, led a decadent and dissolute life as a mostly misunderstood writer. He was also a linguist. His fascination for Edgar Allan Poe in particular led him to translate some of his most famous works. Charles Baudelaire is most known for his books of poems Les Fleurs du Mal, translated The Flowers of Evil, for which he was prosecuted and fined, as the work was considered an offense against public morals. Baudelaire grew up to lead a life in complete opposition with his family's values, and his stepfather therefore decided to send the young 20-year-old Baudelaire to India. It is on this trip to India that Baudelaire is said to have found inspiration for the poem we will read. As a side note, Baudelaire actually never made it to India, as his ship capsized. The stepfather's plan utterly failed, as instead of inspiring the young man to lead a more conventional life, this trip inspired Baudelaire to write. The poem we will be reading is another one of my favorites, and is one of Charles Baudelaire's most famous poems, published in Les Fleurs du Mal in 1859. It is entitled L'Albatros. And without further ado, I will now read it. Souvent, pour s'amuser, les hommes d'équipage prennent des albatros, vastes oiseaux des mers, qui suivent, indolents compagnons de voyage, le navire glissant sur les gouffres amers. À peine les ont-ils déposés sur les planches, que ces rois de l'azur, maladroits et honteux, laissent piteusement leurs grandes ailes blanches, comme des avirons traîner à côté d'eux. Ce voyageur ailé, comme il est gauche et veule, lui, naguère si beau, qu'il est comique et laid. L'un agace son bec avec un brûle-gueule, l'autre mime en boitant l'infirme qui volait. Le poète est semblable au prince des nuées, qui hante la tempête et se rit de l'archer. Exilé sur le sol au milieu des huées, ses ailes de géant l'empêchent de marcher. Now let's have a look at the translation. There are many translations of Baudelaire's work available. I have chosen one from William Aguilar, which I will give a quick read and you will have to excuse me for my accent. Often, to amuse themselves, the men of a crew catch albatrosses, those vast sea-birds, that indolently follow a ship as it glides over the deep, briny sea. Scarcely have they placed them on the deck, than these kings of the sky, clumsy, ashamed, pathetically let their great white wings drag beside them like oars. That winged voyager, how weak and gauche he is, so beautiful before, now comic and ugly. One man wearies his beak with a stubby clay pipe, another limps, mimics the cripple who once flew. The poet resembles this prince of cloud and sky, who frequents the tempest and laughs at the bowman. When exiled on the earth, the butt of hoots and jeers, his giant wings prevent him from walking. Notice how Baudelaire uses flattering words to describe the birds when in the skies, referring to them as beautiful kings and princes, and then makes a very pejorative description of the birds once on the ground, using words like maladroit, clumsy, and laid, ugly. He compares the birds' giant wings to oars that prevent them from walking. In this poem, Baudelaire talks about the cruelty of men and compares poets to solitary birds. It refers to the plight of many artists and geniuses who are excluded from a society that does not understand them. Now, I'll just do a slow reading while putting on the sides some useful vocabulary for you. Souvent, pour s'amuser, les hommes d'équipage prennent des albatros, vastes oiseaux des mers, qui suivent, indolents compagnons de voyage, le navire glissant sur les gouffres amers. À peine les ont-ils déposés sur les planches, que ces rois de l'azur, maladroits et honteux, laissent piteusement leurs grandes ailes blanches, comme des avirons, traîner à côté d'eux. Ce voyageur ailé, comme il est gauche et veule, lui naguère si beau qu'il est comique et laid. L'un agace son bec avec un brûle-gueule, l'autre mime en boitant l'infirme qui volait. Le poète est semblable au prince des nuées qui hante la tempête et se rit de l'archer. Exilé sur le sol, au milieu des huées, ses ailes de géant l'empêchent de marcher. So that was your insight into French literature for today. I hope you enjoyed this video and I hope to see you soon on Straight for the channel. Merci et à bientôt.